Catholic comes in ranked number 1 in the state in Class A, 18-0, unbeaten. And it is really, really hard to be undefeated. Even just go through a regular season undefeated. And, boy, St. Mary's would like nothing more than to knock them off in this gym. It would make for a great weekend for a lot of people if that happens. But the Crusaders are going to be really, really tough. They play their typical defense, and they've got some outstanding players. Chase Simbeck is as good a guard as I've seen around the area this year.
Oh, yeah.
And, he's got plenty of help to go along with him.
Deep help.
Yeah, and when they bring a kid like Frankie Smith and Marcus Muccio, when they can bring those kids off the bench, come on, those kids are going to start for just about every other team around. And, they are pretty deep. And, they're not invincible. They have some vulnerabilities. We saw them, JJ and I did, over in their gym against Punxsy. And, they only had a 2-point lead at halftime in that game. And, they ended up winning by, I forget what it was, 11 or 13 or something like that. But, they were on the ropes, and they only beat Kane by 12 the other night. Now, I don't know anything about that game. I'm just looking at the final score, which doesn't always mean much. But, it was a game I expected to look and see, a pretty big margin. And so, like I said, it's not like they're invincible. And St. Mary's has some good players.
St. Mary's has some great players. I'll tell you, Nico Asselone from the beginning of the year to now has developed into a beast on the inside.
Yeah, I remember him last year as a freshman, and I thought this kid was going to be really good. He's pretty much there already.
You have Ned, he essentially runs the team. Everything goes through him. Chase Herzing, you just watched him in JV. He has really stepped up in these varsity moments. Tyson Bible, that's the kid in D9.
Yeah, he's unbelievably quick, and he's got some good speed. And, they got a coach.
He knows something about that.
Won a lot of games, Coach Allegretto. And, of course, he coached at Ridgeway for a long time. This is his second year now as the head coach of the Dutch after taking a couple of years hiatus. And, of course, on the other side of the slate, you got Aaron Straub, who's got 1,000 wins, and it feels like 10,000. And then you look at the other guys. You look at the guys that he's got helping him out. Just the three guys that we can see standing right there. Dougie Straub, who coach knows pretty well. Lee J. Fernand, who was a great player, D1 basketball at St. Bonaventure. And then Nate Delcanel. I personally thought Nate, when he was a senior, I thought he got robbed when he wasn't named the D9 Player of the Year. I thought he got robbed. He was the D9 Player of the Year.
Right.
And he just didn't get the nod. But, that's the way it goes. But the point is, he gets all these ex-players that know the system, and they love to show up and they help at practice, and they love to see the kids win, and they like to keep the program going. And, it makes it a lot easier to coach when you have that kind of help.
The depth of the program as well.
Yep. Yeah. So, it has all the makings of it should be a pretty good basketball game. They met twice already, and ECC won both of those contests. But the first game, I think it was before the holiday tournament. It was close, and it was a pretty tight game. It was a 5 or 7 point game or something like that.
I think it was the first game of the year that I did. Actually, it was over at ECC. Nope, check that. It was not.
Okay, so it's not like St. Mary's isn't capable. They come in at 7 and 8. I think they're probably a little better than that.
Oh, without a doubt. We say that all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what happens.
Plus, this is a game. This is a city rivalry. You throw the records out the window. This isn't going to be a Benzinger game. Let them go out and play it. The same thing happened last night.
Yeah.
Between the girls over at Straub Gymnasium.
Well, I think you're not going to get a run and gun game from El County. It's just not going to happen. They know how to control the pace of every game they play in. They don't win every game they play in, but they know what they need to do to control the pace. Now, sometimes you get in the state playoffs, it gets a little more difficult to do that. But around here, they just if they want to play up tempo, they'll play up tempo. If they want to slow the game down, they'll slow it down. And you have to make an adjustment. There's not a lot you can you can do to change that. I mean, one thing you can do, and I think that one of the keys for St. Mary's is to be patient on offense and get good shots off their offense. So you can't linger around because how can you put so much pressure on you? Eventually, you'll turn the ball over if you're not careful. But you gotta get a good shot, reasonably early in the possessions, and of course then you got to make them. And you got to stop ECC from getting into their press. And so defensively, you've got to stop them from making every shot, because if they don't make shots, they can't get into their press. So if you can get down there and be patient, shoot a high field goal percentage through the game, and then keep them from scoring at will. And then, of course, there's always what we talk about every time we do an ECC broadcast. There's always that first 3-4 minutes of the third quarter, which is they just come out swinging every time. And sometimes teams withstand that and they stay right in it. Punxsutawney did that when you saw them against ECC and stuck around until the end. But that's always one of the most challenging parts of the game for any of their opponents. But something special about Friday nights, playing in your home gym. And I don't know if you're gonna.
Yeah, if you're
gonna get an upset tonight.
If you're coming, get here. This is almost holiday tournament packed.
It's packed. Yeah, I can't see so much of what's on our side of the gym, but on the far side of the gym, there aren't many places to sit over there. And
you can sit over there by the Gilmores or the Simbecks. There's a spot there. St. Mary's section is all packed because the dance team's here, the cheerleaders here, the kids are all wrapped up.
Student section's all up and ready to go. Yeah, I mean, it's Friday night county basketball.
And it's negative outside, so get inside.
Yeah. Well, we're not playing the game at Benziger Park. We don't have to worry about that. So it's nice and warm in here.
Well, we have a minute. The title sponsor of the year has been Lindbergh Furniture. Shop Lindbergh Furniture and Mattress of Johnsonburg and Brookville in the Lindbergh Furniture Sleep Center in downtown historic Johnsonburg for the best deals on home furnishing and bedding. Remember, at Lindbergh's, you can buy it today, get it today, like them on Facebook. And since you're the special guest, at the end of the game, I'll let you pick the Rowley Family Chiropractor player of the game. Rowley Family Chiropractor on the $1 Million Highway in St. Mary's, where your health and well-being come first. Let their MVPs get you back into the game with top-notch care. Call them at 814-834-1045 or visit them at RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com. Again, if you're listening on the radio, don't forget we are available on YouTube. Type in Laurel Media Sports, all one word. We're right there. And if you don't even want to get into your car to come to the game, you can watch. You can't watch us. You don't want to watch us.
Well, no, but if there's bad camera work, I might as well fess up right now. It's going to be my fault.
Yeah, that was shocking that you said I'm running a camera tonight. I thought I was going to do everything.
No, I've been doing this for the last probably since the middle of December now.
Did you get a pay increase?
No, I did. I don't have my certificate yet.
Oh, you're still training.
You got to have 2 full seasons, before you get your certificate.
3 minutes ago, we're going to send it out. Take care of a couple sponsors here on B94. Mark Martinez and Rick Porter, enjoy this because it's going to be a game, and then we don't know what we're going to do.
Oh, I'm going to love it.
Lindbergh Furniture, that's the star.
Where you'll find bargains galore.
Bob and Bonnie will save you cash
and deliver your furniture in a flash.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh Furniture wants to congratulate the teams playing in tonight's game. Congratulations on all you've achieved this year. They're proud of you and your success. You're a fine example of our area youth.
When you want a hometown feel with plenty of options, you choose Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, where the service is fun, fast, easy, and now backed by the Spitzer Shield. When you choose us, you choose a variety of brand new vehicles across 3 separate lots. When you choose us, you choose to know everything we've done to make our pre-owned vehicles second to none. A rigorous inspection process performed by factory-trained technicians and professional detail inside and out. Visit us along the $1 Million Highway today for all your Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford needs. It's our Auto World St. Mary's. Our world revolves around you.
When is the last time you really felt like your body was functioning properly? If you can't remember, then it's time for you to call Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's. They've been serving the community for 25 years. Their mission is to improve your overall quality of life by allowing your nervous system to work at its fullest potential. Want to know more? Log on RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com or call 814-834-1045. Rowley Family Chiropractic, improving health one spine at a time.
When it comes to protecting what matters, trust the team voted Elk County's best insurance agency 6 years running. St. Mary's Insurance and affiliates with offices in St. Mary's, the Smith Keats Agency in Johnsonburg, and Borst Insurance in Ridgeway. From auto, home, life, and business coverage to Medicare expertise, our local agents are here to guide you with personal, reliable service. Proud sponsors of local high school sports coverage, because supporting our community is what we do. Visit us online at stmarysagency.com.
And welcome back to the Dutch Oven. Mark Martinez alongside Rick Porter, getting set for the national anthem and starting lineups and all that jazz. Get ready for Dom Sura, the luscious voice of Dom Sura.
It's milky smooth.
Your very own St. Mary's Flying Duck. St. Mary's School District is a PIAA promoted the highest ideal of good sportsmanship, actions, and language that redeem contestants. Teams, spectators, and officials are not the highest ideal of the scholastic education. Will not be tolerated. It may serve as grounds for removal. But today's contest reflects usual respect with your cooperation to promote a safe, positive game environment. Remember, we are one school, one family, one duck. I now ask that everyone please rise and gentlemen of your hands for the singing of the national anthem by our very own Flying Dutch cheerleader, Olivia Lentz.
Olivia Lenz with the national anthem. She did it the other night again as well.
One of their cheerleaders, I understand. I don't know that I've ever seen Coach Allegretto looking quite so chill before a basketball game, especially a game against Coach Stroplik, you know.
Starting to draw Tommy Kaplan, the junior, there, number 13, Franco Williams. Junior, number 11, Sidney. Junior, number 21, Luke Summers. Senior, number 35, Chase Boston.
Again, your starters for ECC, Chase Simbeck, Franco Williams, Luke Songer, Jacob Blasco, and Jack Brindle. Usual suspects for St. Mary's.
Nice to have just a little action with a bum ankle.
Yeah.
Seems to be back to full speed. He shoots, having a pretty good season.
Defense in your face.
They're going to need to get some scoring. It's pretty big scoring, I think, from Louis tonight.
Our sophomore, wearing number 42, Nico Askelon.
And again for the Dutch, Tyson Vinyl, Drew Schutz, Louis Nazinski, Troy Herzing, and Nico Asselone.
Ben Heisler. Our officials for tonight's game, Mr. David Wright, Chip Mason.
Now that all the pre-game's over, let's go.
Yeah, whenever there's a good game like this on a Friday night, I always.
What else could you be doing?
Yeah, I don't like the pregame show. I want to get right to the action, buddy.
Enjoy tonight's time.
Again, programming note, we'll be back on the air tomorrow about 10:45 in the morning as it's a makeup game between Punxsutawney and St. Mary's girls. It was, I don't know, one of the snow days that we've had over the last.
Well, the Lady Dutch only have how many losses? Three. And Punxsy's got one, I think.
They do.
That could be a thing.
It'll be Wasco jumping against Nazinski.
It's going to cut into your usual Saturday brunch, though, is it?
No, I have to wake up extremely early now. I have 8 miles to run tomorrow morning.
Okay, well, get on it.
And then just because everybody knows it's Royal Rumble season tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. WWE.
That's your thing. The Crusaders win the tip.
Brindo has it against Schutz, gives it over to Simbeck, and Chase tossing it into the crowd.
Yeah, there was a little mix-up there. Songer was, I think, supposed to be over on that wing, or at least that's what Chase thought, anyway.
Simon has it. He gets it across the timeline. Hands it off to Drew. Now to Ned. Nice streaking inside for Tyson.
Backdoor baseline cut by the point guard for a layup. Take that early.
2-0 St. Mary's. There's going to be a travel there on Brindle. Louis gets it into Nico. Nico, nice move. Go up strong. Misses it. Brindle comes down with the rebound now. That's what they need from Nico all night long.
Yeah, he needs to convert those, and I think he was expecting a little more defense than he got down there, and it kind of threw him off a little bit.
Simbeck will hand it off to Songer. Now over to Williams on the wing. Franco deadly from outside that arc. Now Wasco. Wasco shot up, no good, tipped around. Schutz ends up with it. 2-0 your score, a minute into the game, a Dutch lead. Ned on the wing. There's the wheels by Beimel saving that. Trying to work at Jack, just handsy. Steals it away from Ned. Drives in, kicks it back out to Franco. Underneath, Wasco up and good. 2-2.
Jake, one of the seniors on their roster, and that kind of defense forces him to throw it away.
Jake, big game winner a few weeks ago, huh?
Yeah, got a rebound at the end of the game. Put it back up.
Franco into Songer. Luke steps back. Now to Simbeck. ECC will just be patient. That's been their MO since I was in school.
Yeah, as long as I can remember, that's been like patience on offense is their virtue. One of their virtues.
Neither one of us has that.
I'm not even sure what the word means, but
Songer for 3, partially tipped, still goes in.
yeah, I think he got him on the hand after the ball was already out of there. No foul, but
Nico's tall, not that tall. 5-2 your score.
well, if I'm Coach Allegretto, I'm concerned about the number of turnovers I have in the first less than 2.5 minutes because, you know, you don't want to turn it over now because the third quarter is going to get awfully tough.
3-point lead for the Crusaders. Trying to get it inside to Simbeck on that alley-oop. Ned thought about the three. That's one thing St. Mary's is not going to be able to match ECC with. Threes. He says it several times. They're not a three team. They're in the paint team.
Yeah, and if you know that, then you play that way. It makes you be a little more patient.
Tyson from the foul line, spins, nice little move, gets it to drop.
I don't know how that one went in exactly, but
Tyson makes awkward shots daily.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a gift. You know what I mean? When you can do that.
5-4 now. Crusaders up by 1. 4:40 to go here in the first. Simbeck, long distance three, no good. Herzing comes down with it, and he's going to be tackled.
It's going to be on Jake Wasco, his first.
Charlie Getzy and Matthew Gilmore to step into the game.
Matthew Gilmore always brings some really intense man-to-man defense when he comes in the game. And Charlie Getzy's just a strong kid. He matches up well with Nico.
Ned gets it into Drew. Drew, wide open spaces. Up and good.
Well, how many times do you see El County gamble and lose like it? Hardly ever. It's always a mystery to me when I see that.
6-5 your score. Gilmore drives in, kicks it back out. Franco on the wing, guarded by Nizinski. Swing it back out to Chase. Halfway through the first, 6-5, Dutch lead. Chase driving to his right, picks up his dribble, back out front to Gilmore. Underneath to Williams, who's camping out, an easy bucket for Franco. 7-6. Drew on the baseline, trying to get it. Nico does. Nico fighting for his life against Getzy. Has to kick it back out. Chase caused that. He got handsy.
Yeah, and if you don't protect the basketball, they will come away with it.
Gilmore out front, drops it off to Songer. Looking inside, nothing there. Over to Getzy. Now Gilmore on the wing. Skip pass all the way over. Songer for three. Connects.
Well, he's one of their better outside shooters. And if you don't guard him out there, he's going to take them.
Yeah, that's his second already. 10-6 your score. ECC leads. Tyson gets it to Drew. Then it goes off his hands. It's going to stay with St. Mary's. Frankie Smith steps in for Franco Williams. I know we said it, but so deep, ECC.
Yeah, and Frankie Smith changes the game when he comes in because of what he does defensively. That like kinetic energy of their defense really goes up when he's on the floor and in the game.
Shoots, gets it over to Nizinski on the wing. Ned looking for Nico, wasn't there. Finds Beimel. Tyson, little floater, no good. Chase out of nowhere, gets the rebound. Simbeck pushing it in 1-on-4, kicks it back to Gilmore. Getzy. They're looking for a three. Instead, it was bounce pass it over to Songer. Brought it up, no good this time. Shoots with the rebound. Under 2 to, wow, Simbeck just rips that out of his hand. Tipped around. Chase fighting on the inside. We're going to have mass chaos. They're going to call Drew with that. His first, team first.
And Chase Simbeck isn't always the leading scorer. He's not, but how goes Chase, so go the Crusaders.
Three by Songer, no good. Frankie Smith fighting to Songer again. Tipped it right back to Luke. Positioning. Oh, Simbeck drills a three, and he probably got fouled too. He did get fouled.
And I'll tell you, it's really getting physical out there. It was Matthew Gilmore and Tyson Bimal going at it there. And Tyson knows a lot of these. Matthew, he played football for the Dutch.
They played baseball together.
Yeah. And so
Muccio steps into the game now. 13-6, 134 left here in the first. Crusaders lead. Trying to get it to Nico, thrown right into Jack Brindle's hands. Up to Gilmore. Gilmore drives in, kicks it. Nico's going to end up with it. Man, it might be early Royal Rumble.
Well, there's going to be a Royal Rumble. Two of the ingredients are going to be Charlie Getzy and Nico.
That'll drop it off to Drew. And a body. Be on Jack, his first.
Jack Brindle.
69 seconds left here in the first. 13-6, ECC up by 7. Wyatt Brunn to check into the game now. Into Drew. Back over to Troy, who kicks it over to Nedzinski. Ned's stuck, trying to get it to Herzing.
You would have had a layup if you would have gotten the ball, but
Nico and Brem tied up, and they're going to call it a jump ball.
You don't have an error. Oh, no, it's up there. Yeah, it is ECC's ball. And they didn't switch it.
Did they call that a travel then? By Nico? They must have.
Maybe they did. I thought they were going to call a foul. But
it could have been any one of those three, Rick.
And it was one of them.
Yeah, it was one. Bible has it, gets it over to Nedzinski on the win. That's under 30 to go. Underneath to Herzing. Troy has to kick it back out. 7-point lead for the Crusaders. Here, Coach Allegretto in the back, coaching up Nedzinski.
What don't you understand about that? He's this much shorter. Step over.
The coach wants Louis to just kind of step around his defender and get his defender behind him because he's got a mismatch size-wise down there.
But his defender's Frankie Smith, who is wiry and all over the place.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Frankie Smith, his size does not limit him that much.
No.
Defensively, because he's such a harasser.
In the Drew, under 10 to go. Gives it to Herzing underneath. Has to get it to, trying to get it to Nico. Instead, Muccio ends up with it. Mooch tosses it up as the buzzer. 13-6 after 1. ECC leads it. We'll send it out for a quick timeout here on B94. Brought to you by Lindbergh Sleep Center.
Hi, this is Lisa from Western Home Appliances, located on the $1 Million Highway in St. Mary's. And if you haven't been in lately, well, there's a lot of new stuff for you to see. Our showroom is filled with brand name appliances from GE, Maytag, LG, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, Frigidaire, Speed Queens, and more. And we carry all the models to fit every budget. Plus, at Western Home Appliances, we also have a full-time skilled service technician to keep all your appliances in tip-top shape. Let's talk about customer service. Western Home Appliances does offer delivery service, and our staff is fully trained on how to deliver and haul the appliances through your doors into your space, and we will get rid of your old one too. And you can't put a price tag on that kind of service. So stop by, browse through our huge showroom, and let our team show you all your appliance options. If we don't have it, we can get it for you. That's Western Home Appliances on the $1 Million Highway in St. Mary's.
Welcome back to the Dutch Oven. 13-6 your score. The Crusaders lead this after 1. Mark Martinez and Rick Porter bringing you all the action here on WKBI B94 and Lowell Media Sports on YouTube. Rick, what did you see after one?
Well, too many turnovers for St. Mary's, that's for sure. And then they weren't really able to get good shots once they set up their half-court offense. ECC was just, too many hands in the passing lane and too many interventions and great help defense. ECC hadn't played that great offensively, I don't think. I think they're capable of playing a lot better, but Luke Saunders hit a couple of deep ones and still waiting for Chase to really get on track, because sometimes he does.
Yeah, Saunders leading everybody with 6. Simbeck steps back, drives in, kicks it to Luke. To Brindo. Wow. Misses it. Wasco with the rebound, tipped out. That's going to go off of Franco, I believe. Well,
Brindo makes that layup 99 times out of 100 on the left side.
Ned sets it inbound, gets it into Beimel. Quickly across the timeline. Dropped off to Schutz. Drew, handed off to Beimel, a minute into the quarter. Still the same. Kick it back, Ned, long two, off, right into Schutz, to Nico, buck up, and good.
Good possession that time for the Dutch.
It was a patient possession for them.
And they didn't wait around too long to get a shot.
Brindo over to Songer on the wing. In front of us. Luke steps in, pulls it back out, finds Franco. 13-8 your score, Crusaders lead. Wow, Songer had the parting of the seas, and they're going to get a jump ball.
Good defense by Ledzinski that time. Dutch will get the basketball.
Everybody's going away from the ball. Finally gets it into Beimel at the 4.5 count, I think. Franco Williams in his back pocket. Kick it back to Schutz. Now he's looking for some help, finds Ledzinski. Ned with a hook shot up and good.
Tough shot.
Back to a 3-point lead for the Crusaders. Simbeck will get the screen. Direct traffic sends Brindo down in the corner. Wasco hit him.
Oh, he was. Wasco just didn't turn around. He was wide open on the strong side there.
Songer for 3, no good. Simbeck with the rebound, stolen away by Beimel.
Boy, you don't see too many people take the ball away from Chase.
No. Bounce pass to Ledzinski. 5:18 left here in the second. 13-10, the Crusaders lead. Inside, Ledzinski, shot up and good. Chipping away.
Well, that's 6 straight for the Dutch to start the second quarter.
Still down by 1, 13-12, under 5 to go. Songer, back to Williams. Again, Brindo's on an island by himself, and nobody.
And he can shoot from the outside.
Yeah. Shoots, blocks it, but Brindo ends up with it.
Casual pass that time. Crusaders fortunate to keep the ball.
Little jumper by Simbeck, doesn't get it to drop. Troy Herzing ends up with it. Now in the hands of Ledzinski. Drew right down the middle, underneath to Nico, up and good. Timeout called by ECC. 14-13, Dutch lead, 4:17. 30 seconds, so we'll keep it here.
Well, I mean, if you told me the way the game was going in the first quarter, if you told me St. Mary's was going to score the first 8 points of the second quarter, I probably would have bet against that. But They sure enough did it. Louis Nedzinski has got a couple of buckets, and Nico's got one there. No, he's got two. He's got two. Both of them have two, yeah. Okay, so they each have 4 points here in the first 3 minutes and 43 seconds of the second quarter. And just like that, the Dutch have the lead.
Bodie Rogalski will step in as Troy Herzing will have a seat.
I think that's the first time Bodie's been in tonight.
Yep. Charlie Getzy back on the floor for the Crusaders. Rhino brings it all the way across. Out of Simbeck. Simbeck drives in. Kicks it back out. Songer. Exactly 4 minutes left here. 14-13 in the second quarter. Dutch lead. This is a game that might be a little bit of dead air because we're just watching. This has been amazing so far. We forget that we're on the radio. Underneath the Franco, out of nowhere, just boom.
Well, if they run their offense, they'll get layups off it. They do it the way they're supposed to do it. Franco's got 2 of those layups tonight.
Drew out front. Going to get a body on Simbeck.
What's the second on Chase? That's his first.
That's his first. Herzing to step back in the game. Bodie will sit back down. Ned inbound for the Dutch. Kick it all the way in the back. Weimel sprints back to gets it. Troy saves that. I think Ned was supposed to cut, and he didn't. He was kind of in a traffic jam there.
Yeah, and a lot of times that becomes a turnover. They were fortunate to not turn it over that time.
Underneath. Troy can't convert. Chase sprints it across the timeline, drops it off to Jack. Rindle shot no good, and I believe you're going to get Getzy, right?
Should be on Getzy. He went over Nico's back. And
his first. Gilmore steps into the game. Songer to have a seat. 15-14. Crusaders up. 2:42 left here in the second period. And gets it into Beimel. Nico sets the screen for Beimel. Kind of switch defenders a little bit. Williams steps back out. Out of Ned, swinging all the way over to Drew. Drew, long 2, no good. Brindle with the rebound. He'll push it up. He had Gilmore streaking. He said he finds Chase. Simbeck drives in. Bucket good.
And that's going to be a Nico. Neither Nico or Coach Allegretto like it. No, they're going to call it on Herzing.
Call it on Troy. His first. Simbeck to the line. Bodie steps back in for shoots, and Frankie Williams in for ECC.
Listen,
Frankie Smith, I mean.
Frankie Smith, yeah. If you're in the game, and Frankie Smith comes in, if Simbeck hits the free throw, and he's guarding you, like your game's just not going to be fun for the next few minutes.
Right. Back to a 4-point lead for the Crusaders, 18-14. Beimel on Getzy. Swing mug.
Well, that was one where Charlie just said, well, if you're going to foul him, I'm going to foul him hard. You're going to foul him. He already got him with the body, and he thought, well, I might as well swat the ball away, too.
First one through to Tyson.
Back to a 3-point game.
Motion misses that. Frankie Smith comes down with the rebound. Stays to the 3-point game, 18-15 Crusaders. Gilmore holding it in the logo. Over to Smith. Now Simbeck guarded by Rogolski. Wow. Troy Herzing ends up in the seat.
He was flying.
In and out for Frankie Smith. Rogolski comes down with the rebound. That was Derek Jeter-esque. Still 3-point game, 18-15. 1:10 to go here in the second. Crusaders lead. Herzing will drop it off to Rogolski. Over to Beimel. Jumper, good. That's Beimel's shot right there.
A little 8-foot baseline jumper.
Under 50 to go. Frankie Smith on the wing, far side gymnasium. Gilmore drives in. Nico and Beimel right there gets it to Getzy. ECC coaches are saying pull it back out, go wide, because they're under 30.
Follows the instructions, and they're going to shoot, play for one shot here.
And essentially St. Mary's going to give it to them.
Frank goes to the corner, Charlie.
Troy steps up on Chase and fouls him. That's Troy's second.
And that fouls the give, so they want to just force ECC to inbound the basketball rather than just set up their offense and run it. And they make sure Songer and Muccio, two of their big 3-point shooters, are in there. And of course, Simbeck also. And
Darren Shaw steps into the game for St. Mary's. Brindle has it, kicks it over to Mooch. And Brindle ends up on the floor.
A little slow getting up, Jack is, but looks fine now.
Foul's going to be called on Ned, his first.
Well, there haven't been any what some people call ticky-tack fouls.
No. None. Brindle to Simbeck. Travel.
Oh. Chase was having a little trouble keeping the handle on the ball that time.
Oh, man. So much just happened right there. 3 more in for ECC. I believe Troy Herzing steps back into the game. 4.2 seconds left here in the second.
Coach Straub doing the offense for defense for offense, right?
Up the shoots. Drew unleashes. And that's the way the first half is going to end. 18-17, 1-point lead for the Crusaders here at the Dutch Oven. Send it out for a few minutes of commercial breaks here on B94, brought to you by Lindbergh Sleep Center.
Top of the line builders, the area's leader in quality roofing projects, now adds seamless gutter installation to our services. At Top of the Line Builders, our staff is trained to offer professional installation. For more information and a no-obligation quote on seamless gutters, call Nick Cherry at 814-965-5785. We offer free estimates and are fully insured. Top of the Line Builders. Get your project done right the first time.
Hello, this is Michelle from Christ Family Funeral Homes. Together with my husband Roy, we own and operate Lynch Green Funeral Home in St. Mary's, Christ Funeral Homes in Ridgeway and Kersey. As the largest provider of burial and cremation services in Elk County, families often turn to us in their time of need to help them create beautiful life celebrations, offer a comforting hand, and care for your family as if they're our own.
For more information, visit ChristFamilyFuneralHomes.com. That's ChristFamilyFuneralHomes.com.
Are you hungry? Bell's Meat and Poultry can fill you up with 40 mouth-watering flavors of sausage, from Greek to blueberry maple. How about a chicken breast, Virginia ham, Swiss cheese, Greek sausage, bacon-wrapped ball of deliciousness that is their world-famous griller. Don't forget they have fresh cuts of meat, and you can't have meat without cheese, and Bell's has the best smoked cheese around. Don't believe me? Just ask any of the people from State College to Buffalo that have come to Kane to visit the biggest little store around. 814-837-7321.
Hey, Carney from Cataldo Collision. Do you know Cataldo Collision is certified or recommended by the following automobile manufacturers? Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Nissan, Kia, Hyundai, General Motors, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Honda, Acura, and Subaru. So if your vehicle was involved in an accident, bring it to the Tri-County's largest certified or recommended collision repair center, Cataldo's Collision, on Division Street in DuBois, the building with the big red roof. And remember, we do magic.
From local roots to global adventures, Dream Adventures Travel has been proudly serving the community for over 15 years by planning stress-free travel all around the world. Call today for your next adventure, and good luck to all the coaches and athletes. Tonight's broadcast is also being brought to you by State Farm agent Gene Ruscialelli and McGrath CPA in downtown Ridgeway. Also by the Royal Inn on Bootjack Road in Ridgeway.
With 2 locations on Baker Alley in Ridgeway and Route 219 in Johnsonburg, Elk County Foods' friendly staff is ready to serve you. They offer daily and weekly specials, including their 5 for $24.99 in the meat department. Check out their large hot and cold deli, the freshest of fresh produce, and their own homemade beef sticks and smoked cheese. Having a get-together? Let Elk County Foods do the work for you. Elk County Foods of Ridgeway and Johnsonburg, hometown proud. Check us out on Facebook or visit us online.
Heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Every heating and cooling, come day or night when you need. Every heating and cooling, every time we show up for you. Making your day real epic, like a superhero. Heating and cooling experts, tried and trusted and true. Every install feels epic. When the time comes, you know you've got our trusted team for the golden heat. Every heating and cooling, all day or night when you need. Every heating and cooling done right, guaranteed. Every heating and cooling.
Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union has a loan for your life, whether it's for an auto loan for your college student, a home loan, boat, RV, ATV, snowmobile, or a loan to take that long overdue vacation. Do you live, work, worship, or attend school in Elk, Potter, Cameron, McKean, Forest, or Warren County? If so, then you qualify for membership. Visit one of their locations or log on to mlfcu.net. Best of luck to all the athletes competing today for Mountain Laurel Federal Credit Union, where it is good to be a member.
Zook Motors in Kane is a proud supporter of the area's high school sports teams. They know what it means to be part of a community. Family owned and operated, they've been serving the area for almost 100 years. That's why you can trust Zooks to find you the right vehicle for your needs and price range. Best of luck to the players and coaches in today's matchup from everyone on the team at Zook Motors, your area Ford dealer just west of Kane on Route 6.
Feeling worn out, tired, or just need a boost? Stop in for a vitamin infusion from the Beauty Within Med Spa, with locations at Dream Float in St. Mary's and Fernan Family Practice in Ridgeway. We offer several different vitamin infusions depending on your needs or symptoms. Hi, this is Dr. Katie Fernan. Did you know that vitamins are best absorbed through IVs? This treatment will replenish nutrients and give your body a needed boost. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call the office or schedule online at beautywithinmd.com.
Wouldn't it be great if you could have your insurances for auto, home, business, farm, life, and retirement in just one agency? That's what Pacelli Insurance is for. They can help protect what is important for you and your family's future. Visit Pacelli Insurance in St. Mary's or call them at 814-781-3888. Pacelli Insurance, your preferred local independent insurance agency. Pacelli Insurance, where we protect your world.
Penn Pallet, proudly supplying pallets, boxes, and shipping needs across our region for nearly 50 years. We're thankful for the kids and coaches who give it their all every week. So grab a seat, catch a game, and keep supporting this great community. From all of us at Penn Pallet.
Best of luck to the area athletes from State Representative Mike Armanini. Mike is proud of each and every one. You have shown what hard work and dedication can accomplish. Again, best of luck from Mike Armanini, your state representative for the 75th District.
And welcome back to the Dutch Oven. About 4 minutes ago at halftime, 18-17 your score. Crusaders lead by one. Mark Martinez and Rick Porter here. Before we get into everything, our friend Bob Prana, because if you were watching on YouTube, you saw that the dance team was here tonight. Bob Prana is still asking for one of those hockey jerseys.
Well, he is a huge hockey fan. He's got to be pretty happy with one of his favorite teams been playing lately. Yeah? The Penguins are, even when the Penguins were good, they would go out in the Canadian West tour and get smoked. Yeah, they went out there this year and swept 3 out there and then came home and just hammered the Blackhawks last night. So Mr. Pratt is pretty happy. I mean, I think he feels a hockey jersey coming on.
But I think he needs to dance to get it.
Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming he knew that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way that the dance team said he could get one.
Well, he's been watching all those YouTube videos, practicing in front of a mirror. And, I mean, he should be able to. Well, never mind, Bob. Sorry.
And then they added your favorite song, Ice Ice Baby.
Ice Ice Baby.
They added an extra.
It's not the most popular song these days.
It's on my running playlist, so shut your mouth.
There you go.
Let me run through the stats real quick. For ECC, leading the way, 2 people. Chase Simbeck has 6 and Luke Songer has 6. Franco Williams has 4 and Jacob Wasco has 2. For St. Mary's, Tyson Beimel leads the way with 7. Nico and Ned both have 4. And Drew coming in with 2.
I really didn't think either team played their best basketball in the first half. I mean, I thought the game still was trying to figure out the shape it was going to take, and I never really saw much evidence of it. Now, if I had to make a bet, I would bet on the Crusaders, especially number 11, to come out and maybe make some things happen a little bit differently. You know, one of the things you and I said during the last break when we were out the air, I said, you know, we haven't seen the Crusaders use their defense and turn turnovers into their layups at all tonight. Not at all.
There's been nothing fast-paced from them.
So we'll see if, and part of that is because they haven't scored that much where they can, you know, really get into a press, and they haven't really tried to press that much. A little token backcourt ball pressure, but we'll see what they do here to start the third quarter. If I'm Elk County, I'd probably want to do something with my defense to kind of get the guys, just get everybody moving, and maybe get the ball down the court at a little bit faster pace. And we'll see what they do. I mean, Coach Stroup's coached so many basketball games. I'm sure he's coached one just exactly like this before. And same with Tony. I mean, St. Mary's is in a good spot. I mean, if you told Coach Allegretti going in like, hey, we're going to set it up so you're down 1 at halftime, you'd be like, what do I sign? You know, you'll take that. I'm not sure who's going to get the ball here. It looks like the Dutch are going to get it, to start the third quarter. And so they'll have a little chance to take the lead here if they can get a good possession out of it. I'm sure they talked about what they want to do in their first possession. And, you know, they had far too many turnovers for coaches liking, especially in that first quarter. The first quarter
was a bit sloppy.
And, you know, so many times you say, well, you're going to turn it over against Elk County's defense. But some of those turnovers really weren't a function of defensive pressure. It was just bad passes and some guys cut the spots on the floor maybe where they weren't supposed to be. Okay, so they're questioning whose ball it actually will be to start the third quarter. So the official book belongs to the Dutch, since they're the home team. Okay, so now they're going to say it's
ECC
basketball. Okay. So they had it on the problem was they had it up on the scoreboard wrong, and so they went to the book, and of course the home. So the official scorekeeper actually wears the referee's jersey now. It's been that way for the last several years now, and so they went to the book. The book said it's a St. Mary's book,
right?
So there's no question,
no
about
discrepancy. Songer out front. Over to Williams on the wing. Dropping it down low to Grindel. Jack pretty much triple teamed, has to give it back to Songer, back to Jack. Franco gets involved and will hand it back off. All in hands of Chase, they'll swing it all the way around.
Crusaders really look patient here. First 45, 50 seconds.
Chase will step back, wipe his shoes, get it going for Songer. Chase drives in on Beimel. Nothing there. Great defense, though, by St. Mary's as well.
Yeah, they really played well in this played a 2-3 zone.
Over to Chase again. Minute and 10 into the quarter, nothing happening yet. Simbeck, shot up, no good. Grindel comes down with it to put back, gets it to drop.
Yep, that's just good hard work from Mr. Grindel.
3-point lead now for the Crusaders, 20-17. Beimel out front as St. Mary's will run the offense now. More than a man. Chase and Fuchs are having a full-on conversation out there. Just throwing that out.
Well, Franco Williams is just, he's out there because he plays great defense. Any scoring they get from him, and they've got 4 from him tonight, that's kind of a bonus. He is out there, and he plays some of the best on-ball defense around.
Inbound to Wasco, gives it right back to Franco. Jake.
Nice backdoor cut.
Yeah, but just too far. We've seen Will Wortman before with his go-go gadget arms. Chase is a little bit shorter than Wortman's.
And Coach Straub just had that look like, what are they doing? You know what I mean? But, it was just the pass was just too long.
Yeah.
But my guess is that they made that pass 100 times in a row in practice, and it worked every time. And so they get a little out of kilter when it doesn't work in the game.
Bound to Beimel. Gets a nice pick by Ned so we can get across the timeline. 2017, score. Dutch trail by 3 underneath to Nico. Is going to have to swat it out. Long outlet pass up to Franco Williams. Will kick it back to Simbeck to Grindel. Grindel for 3. We're going to have a jump ball. Wasco came from the 3-point line, jumping in.
Now, officials are going to talk down there. They're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Jake Wasco. Okay.
That'll be Jake's second.
Actually, but it was a pretty good call, I think.
Inbound to Drew. Tyson does great acting, too, when he's out there trying to get somebody to move away from the ball. He's got the ball now on the far side wing. Drew.
They're going to get Franco on that one, and Franco knew it because he was just a quarter of a step late getting over there.
Come on, Chase.
Inbound to Beimel.
Come on, Chase.
Chase trying to get it away from Schutz.
They almost never just let you catch a pass.
No.
I mean,
2017 your score. Crusaders on top. Under 5 to go here in the third. Muccio stepped into the game. Gives it to Simbeck. Now Songer on the inside. Muccio for 3. No good. Nice rebound by Nedzinski. Only 2
there's
points.
a steal.
Mooch to the bucket.
Well, there's a steal that turned into a layup. So
I was just going to say, only 2 points thus far in the quarter. Now make it 12 all by ECC, putting your score 22-17. Nico has to hand it off to Beimel. Kind of extended defense now by ECC. You know, you get that first 2 to 3 minutes of in your face. They've done it through half a quarter now.
yeah, I know. This is their part of the game, man.
Chase, get on the help side.
Back out front, Beimel will drop it off to Nedzinski. Now to Drew. Very methodical right now by St. Mary's as Beimel tosses one up. Chase with the rebound.
A little wild that time.
Songer over in the corner.
Boy, Chase Simbeck wanted the ball over on the weak side wing.
Mooch's 3, no good. Simbeck's putback, no good. Now a foul called. It's going to be on Chase. That's number 2. Gilmore sprinting as Chase is going to have a seat. Inbound 2 shoots. Drew walks it up. Gilmore steps up on him. Almost an errant pass, but the speed from Beimel saves it. Herzing. Tyson, you don't know, sometimes he just wants to unleash a 3.
Yeah, he's thought better of it a couple times.
Hard to the hoop, no good. Williams gets a rebound. Up to Gilmore. Matthew has to slow it down. Get it to Mooch. Back to Franco. Now Gilmore stepping through. Quick, crisp passes for ECC. Grindel shakes his man. Lays out Nedzinski. 3 no good by Gilmore. Herzing comes down with the rebound. Timeout called by Coach Allegretto. It'll be a 30. We'll take care of a sponsor as well here on B94, brought to you by Lindbergh Sleep Center.
Johnson's Tire Service on Route 6 in Clarendon has been your Goodyear tire dealer for over 40 years. If you're in the market for a new set of truck tires, Johnson's Tire Service is your area dealer for Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands. They offer alignment service for trucks, motorhomes, and trailers. Call 814-723-3950 or find them online at johnsonstire.com. Johnson's Tire Service thanks their customers for their positive reviews, earning a top-rated service center distinction by Carfax.
22-17 is your score. Crusaders lead with 2:14 left here in the third quarter. Scoring has been at a premium this quarter.
Yeah, it's been that way the whole game. I mean, we've played, there's 2:14 left in the third quarter. It's just 22-17.
I've seen games lower than this.
Well, yeah, one for sure. A couple weeks ago.
Beimel gets it over to Nedzinski. Ned drives in, has the ball ripped right out of his hands by Chase. Sprinting down court, bucket up and good for Chase.
And there's another turnover into a layup. And
Beimel now on the wing. 7-point lead, essentially the largest lead of the game. Going to be on the floor on Stronger.
Yeah, I mean, they matched their lead from the end of the first quarter when it was 13-6.
Wyatt Brem wants to check into the game.
Give Luke Songer a little break.
Opposite block, Frank.
Herzing struggling to get it in. Finally does 2 shoots. Backdoor to Bimal, kicked around. I don't know how that wasn't called a kick. Nonetheless, St. Mary's still has it. Troy, Nico right over the shoots. That's usually like setting up for a 3, but like since St. Mary's doesn't like 3s, they'll drive in and send Drew shoots to the line.
That's the first time all night that Drew has tacked the basket off the dribble. And
foul was called on Brem, his first.
But got to the hole that time. Drew the foul.
St. Mary's will be shooting the rest of the way for the next minute and 22. Drew misses the first. Jack Brindle back in as Frankel will have a seat.
You don't mind going out of the game if you play for ECC because you know it's not going to be long until you're back in.
Drew makes the second. First points of the quarter for St. Mary's. .113 to go here in the third, 24-18. Brindle back out front. Drew shoots is so pesky. He caused that as Ned ends up with it. Ned driving hard to the hoop is going to be fouled. Brem picks up his second. Bodie Rogalski and Marcus Muccio to step in for their teams respectively. Ned hits the first.
If you hit the second one, they'll be back within 4.
Misses it. Gilmore from way back comes up to get the rebound. How did Chase see that Nedzinski was behind him?
Well,
They just not.
That's one of the reasons he's such a good player. I mean, he's got great peripheral vision.
Behind his head?
Well,
that's a yes.
He's like an owl, you know.
Brem shot up good.
Boy, they love that play, and they just run that backdoor cut and make it look so easy.
With so many different people, we're going to get a jump ball between Brindle and Simbeck.
That you'll get to keep it.
This extended break. Keep sending them in a little bit at a time.
Yeah, well, go out and play hard, and we'll get somebody in there and give you a break.
Getting into Nico. Nico going to be fouled. Nico second guessed that. He should have went up hard first.
And he did that a number of times tonight. Well, a few times anyway. And I think that's part of learning how to play. He's going to realize that he's the biggest guy on the court sometimes and the strongest guy on the court. Just go up. You don't do anything fancy with it, man. Just keep the ball up and go right to the rack with it. Then shoot a couple hundred free throws every day during the summer.
Right.
And make yourself a valuable big man. But if you have a big man that can shoot free throws, that is a huge plus around here.
Nailed that one.
That's Not sure who 35 is that just checked in for the
Guy
Giants.
Caskey.
That's Caskey. Okay, so he played well in the JV game.
Yeah, he did.
This is his first action, I think, in the varsity game.
Yeah, I give Nico a little spell with 12 seconds left.
Right.
Drew will pick up a foul. That'll be his second. You're going to see Chase Irving step into the game. Chase has really stepped up when he comes in on varsity. He can glide out there. When you run into Wyatt Bravo.
Well, that's that.
Chase will pick up a foul.
And that's by design?
Yep. Luciota inbound, gets it into Simbeck. Kyle will pick up a foul.
Okay, so they got the foul situation that they needed, and now they got the starters back on the floor to play defense this last 7.8 seconds.
Muccio has it out front, gets it to Bryndall. Troy's going to pick up a foul.
That's not a bad foul either.
That's 3 on Troy, though. No, they did not call it on Troy.
How can they not call? Who did they call it on?
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they put 12. Okay, now I got it. It's on 21. I say he obviously fouled.
Yeah. 2.4. Simbeck, 3. Green.
Oh, that's a beautiful rotation on it. And he's a difference maker.
29-20 after 3. Send it out for a quick break here on B94, brought to you by Lindbergh Sleep Center.
Have you been looking for a career in the powdered metal industry? Medco Industries is now hiring. Medco Industries on Brussels Street in St. Mary's is a locally owned company offering long-term steady careers or part-time work with advancement opportunities and great benefits. Operations are regular 8-hour shifts with most weekends off. Medco's machining facility, Pro Process LLC, offers CNC operator and setup positions in a climate-controlled facility. Apply online at MedcoPM.com. Medco Industries, locally owned and operated in St. Mary's for over 40 years.
You've heard it said before that financial security doesn't come easy. You have to plan for it, work for it, and manage your money wisely. In today's financial world, it sure helps to have a bank that helps with that process. At Hamlin Bank, they are the bank that takes care of its customers. Visit one of their locations in Smethport, Kane, Mount Jewett, Eldred, Bradford, Olean, New York, St. Mary's, and their newest branch in Sheffield. See them online at hamlinbank.com. Member FDIC.
29-20 your score after 3. Crusaders lead the Dutch. Mark Martinez alongside Rick Porter.
Big 3 at the buzzer from Chase Simbeck to extend the Crusader lead from 6 out to 9.
Could have been a 4-point play.
Well, it could have been. There was one of those earlier, too. I thought could have been a 4-point play.
ECC will start with the ball in the 4th and a 9-point lead.
Scoreboard said it was St. Mary's ball. Now it's St. Mary's ball still.
St. Mary's not have a field goal in that 3rd quarter, Rick.
Yeah, and that kind of the ECC defense that time.
Williams out front will hold. And they'll be content holding for the next 7 minutes and 37 seconds.
Oh, yeah. They'll be all right winning 29-20. I mean, if they can hold it and run out the entire 4th quarter, they'd be happy with that.
St. Mary's way up.
And it's going to be a high percentage shot before anybody takes one, I can tell you that.
Primal now steps out. Bryndall's got a 5 count. Now to Williams. Ned poking the ball away. Franco pushes it up. Drew's right there to steal it. He sees Ned ahead of him. Ned drives in. Bucket good. Good defense there by St. Mary's. Simbeck steps back. Pops a 3. No good. Wasco with the rebound. Fighting inside with Nico over to Thonger now. Wasco left alone.
Yep. Drop step Nico and took it right to the bucket.
Back to a 9-point lead for the Crusaders. Ball swatted out. Simbeck has it. 1-on-3. Chase says, I don't care. I'll go in. No good.
Boy, what a foul.
Kicks it over to Beimel in a corner. He'll pull it back out and reset the offense. Now Herzing. Troy working inside, gives it to Ned. Jumper doesn't go. Songer with the rebound. Pushing it up is Brindo will slow it down now. Under 6 to go here in the game. 31-22. Wasco. Williams and Brindo will play catch. Drew shoots, man. He is so pesky. Brindo for 3. Money.
Well, the Crusaders hit a couple early, and then they were really cold from way outside for the longest time, but now here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout called by St. Mary's. It'll be a full one, so we'll take one too here on B94, brought to you by Lindbergh Sleep Center.
If you're planning on having masonry work done this year, call the pros at Steger Masonry in Ridgeway at 772-7083. Their years of experience will make sure the job's done right. Call Steger Masonry at 772-7083, 772-7083, Steger Masonry in Ridgeway. Schedule your masonry work with the pros. Remember, masonry is no hobby.
Windfall Auto Sales, your locally owned and operated dealership, offers great deals on used vehicles, friendly service, and unbeatable prices. Their expert technicians handle everything from inspections to repairs, ensuring your car runs smoothly. Call today at 814-834-3962 to schedule an appointment or stop in to see our inventory. Windfall Auto Sales wishes the kids and coaches the best of luck in this game.
Back here at the Dutch Oven, 5:30 to go here in the game. 34-22, Crusaders lead. Mark Martinez and Rick Porter here on B94. Dropped off to Beimel. Ricky's done a great job on the camera tonight, let me tell you.
Well, I did a few things you might not have noticed. Like, missed an entire play. I was watching the game, not the camera. But
see, that's why
I'd give myself a B- still.
Okay. Trying to get it into Herzing. He's going to drop it out of bounds. I was just saying that to be nice. I haven't seen anything that you've done because I'm watching so much other stuff.
A B- would have been enough to keep my mom off my back, pretty much. Most of the time.
Most of the time. You wouldn't have the wooden spoon cracking you across the knuckles?
No. I was hoping for getting home late.
Timeout called by Coach Straub as Brindo was in a pickle.
Yep. And Coach Straub didn't have to use too many of his timeouts that way, but that one right in front of the bench.
No, but between these two coaches, and I love them both, so if they come back and listen, they know how to use their timeouts with 2 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not that often that the Crusaders find themselves trapped and in trouble, and that they need to use one of those timeouts to keep from turning the ball over. But that time, and he's got plenty left. I don't know. They don't have anything on the scoreboard or anywhere in here to tell you what they have left of timeouts, but that might be the first timeout that the Crusaders have used.
I think so. Yeah, they know how to use them well. 34-22, 5 minutes to go here in the game. Into Simbeck. Kicks it back out to Brindo, and they'll slow it down.
No, I think they did use one earlier.
Gilmore, a little head nod. Limel's going to pick up a hand check.
It's the first foul of the quarter for either team.
Yeah. Last quarter we had 16 fouls by now. Troy Herzing tries to swat it out of the hands of Gilmore. They'll reset. Matthew will have it. There's that lob that they've been looking for into Wasco. He's going to go to the line. Believe you're going to get Herzing.
Well,
it's 4.
Nice pass down low into Wasco and positioned his body well and got the pass and got hacked on the way up.
This one good. Nico back into the game as Rodolski will have a seat. Wasco second good. Frankie Smith will check into the game for Chase. This will be like a 10-second break.
Chase usually does not sit for very long.
Drew gets it to Ned. Ned working through underneath to Troy. Hard, good. First point of the game for Troy. He's been all over the ball, just finally getting into the score sheet.
Coach Dopp just thoroughly disgusted with how easy that layup was for St. Mary's.
Still a 12-point lead, though, for the Crusaders. Ned's going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second. Chase already checking back into the game for the Crusaders as Gilmore will have a seat.
They went out with, 4:34 left or something? Back in with 4:10 left.
Strong.
Drive in, give it to Frankie Smith. Halfway through the quarter, 36-24, ECC leads. Brando out front. Hands it off to Frankie Smith. Here to Wasco. Possession and clock wherewithal. Frankie Smith kind of loses it. Everybody's on the ground. Wasco and jump ball.
Coach Job tried to get another timeout, but the jump ball instead, the Dutch are going to get it.
Charlie Getz will check into the game for Wasco. Songer checking back into the game for Frankie Smith. ECC will pull the defense back. Weimel heads to his right, backdoor to Drew. Big block by Brindo and is going to go out of bounds. Jack, not the tallest guy out there, but man, can he get up.
Well, he's just like his brothers before him. I mean, he's just strong, smart, athletic. He can jump. Oh, and Simbeck with a near steal out midcourt.
Drew corrals it though. He'll drive in. Gets Simbeck to leave it.
Nice move. 10-point game.
36-26. It's a full one, so we'll take a quick break too here on B94.
Stop by Ridgeway Fox's Pizza Den and enjoy some delicious food. The menu is filled with all your favorites, including their famous pizza, hoagies, wedgies, salads, pasta dishes, fish dinners, and more. Plus new menu items for you to try. So when you're hungry, look no further than Fox's Pizza Den at 144 North Broad Street in Ridgeway. Give them a call at 814-776-2189. Ridgeway Fox's Pizza. Family owned and operated since 1987. Best of luck to all the athletes and teams.
Lindbergh Furniture, that's the store.
Where you'll find bargains galore.
Bob and Bonnie will save you cash.
And deliver your furniture in a flash.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh Furniture wants to congratulate the teams playing in tonight's game. Congratulations on all you've achieved this year. They're proud of you and your success. You're a fine example of our area youth.
Back here at the Dutch Oven, Mark Martinez and Rick Porter. 36-26 your score. Dutch lead the Crusaders lead the Dutch. getting late, Rick.
And the Crusaders are up 14, but the Dutch have scored the last 2 buckets to get to the 10-point game.
Rindle hands it off to Williams. 3 minutes to go here in the game. Williams loses it. Drew just could not stop his momentum and just.
Well, that's the 4th foul, so that's kind of where they want to be.
Wasco steps back in for Getsy. Drop it off to Wasco. Nico ends up with it. Ned had his hand in there as well.
Chance to get it down into single digits here.
Over in the corner, shoots. Gives it to Ned. Ned loses the handle right into the hands of Williams. St. Mary's just pushing a little bit fast, you know?
Yeah.
Underneath Wasco. Big swat, though, by Nadzinski. ECC remains with it, though. .205 left here in the game. Still a 10-point game. Herzing steals it, but steps on the line. Guess he's going to check back in. I could just listen to Tony scream all the time. All the way in the backcourt for Getsy. Rindle, guarded by Schutz. Schutz riding him over to Getsy. Williams.
Crusaders happy to just run clock.
They literally had the ball underneath the songer. He's going to kick it back out, and Franco says, all right, let's
set it up again.
Yeah, they've already burned a minute at this time. Trying to get it to Getsy, stolen away. Ned pushing it up. We're going to have a foul called. It's going to be on Getsy. It's Charlie's third. Timeout called by St. Mary's. Still 36-26.
They're going to take a full. Okay.
We'll knock off some more ads then here on B94 and Laurel Media Sports.
When you want a hometown feel with plenty of options, you choose Spitzer Auto World St. Mary's, where the service is fun, fast, easy, and now backed by the Spitzer Shield. When you choose us, you choose a variety of brand new vehicles across 3 separate lots. When you choose us, you choose to know everything we've done to make our pre-owned vehicles second to none. A rigorous inspection process performed by factory trained technicians and professional detail inside and out. Visit us along the $1 Million Highway today for all your Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Ford needs. It's our Auto World St. Mary's. Our world revolves around you.
When is the last time you really felt like your body was functioning properly? If you can't remember, then it's time for you to call Rowley Family Chiropractic of St. Mary's. They've been serving the community for 25 years. Their mission is to improve your overall quality of life by allowing your nervous system to work at its fullest potential. Want to know more? Log on RowleyFamilyChiropractic.com or call 814-834-1045. Rowley Family Chiropractic, improving health one spine at a time.
36-26 your score here on B94. Crusaders lead. ECC's got 3 timeouts left. Dutch has 1. Can we use them all in a minute and 20 seconds, Rick?
Well, it's a 4-possession game, so they're probably going to try to use some of them.
Bimal over to Nadzinski on the wing. Ned guarded by Grindel. Ball ends up in the air in the hands of Getsy. Now to Gilmore. He's stuck in a corner. Coach Straub calls his timeout. And it's going to be a full, but we might as well leave it here for a minute and 1 second, which could be 15.
It is up on the scoreboard for everyone to see, but Coach Allegretto reminding the officials that there's only one foul called against ECC here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's not even talking to his team. I'll tell you, special shout out to both cheerleaders and both fan bases here. They have brought it tonight.
We got two teams from the same town. This game has been going on Friday nights for decades. This is actually the first gym where I was probably an elementary school kid. I'm going to say second grade. And my dad brought me over here to see. There was some boys from St. Mary's by the name of Sane, Jerry and Jeff Sane, I think were their names. And one of the young men was actually killed in Vietnam. But my dad was just a huge sports guy, and the Sane boys were reportedly good basketball players, so he dragged me over here to this gym, and been coming over ever since.
I thought you were going to tell me you were over here for WWF wrestling when in the 80s when
you know what? I was here for that. Now that you mention it,
I know you were. Foul's going to be called. I believe it's going to be Ned.
I almost forgot about that.
Send Jack to the line.
Jack, pretty good free throw shooter.
There you jinx them.
I do that. I'm pretty consistent.
You are. You really are.
I usually, when I do that, go, well, there's no way he can make the second one. I can't see any way. He probably won't even hit the rim, but now he'll probably drain it. Of course. There we go. So it works in reverse, too.
37-26. 46 seconds to go here in the game. Bimal in the corner will bring it back out. Tyson working over Chase. Looking to get separation. Puts a shot up. No good. Tipped around. There's volleyball out there now. B. Medzinski up to Drew. Shoots for three. Drains it.
All of a sudden, it's an 8-point game. 22.8 seconds left.
We need Reggie Miller.
Yeah, it's a three-possession game.
They changed it to a 30-second timeout.
Okay. Cool.
I bring that up every once in a while when Billy Joe's here, the Reggie Miller thing, because it happened against the Knicks, and that's their team.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She hates me that.
Oh, I was watching that game, and I was kind of a Knicks fan. Back in the day, when I was a kid, we used to get, I think it was WOR TV out of New York, and we'd get Knicks games on there. And that was back when Phil Jackson was a player for the Knicks. And,
that's when I would come over to St. Mary's, my grandfather, they would get it over here at St. Mary's, and that's why I always liked Darryl Strawberry, because we could watch.
You could get the Mets. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we could get Dave DeBuscher and Walt Frazier.
Trying to inbounds it, gets it to Simbeck. Drew's all over him. Send Chase to the line. That's Drew's fourth.
I will not comment on Chase's free throw shooting skills at this point.
I think he just did.
Yeah, I know how I would bet if I had to bet, but I'm just not going to say anything about it.
Is that on DraftKings?
You could probably bet on that.
Right through.
Nothing but net.
Smith and Muccio in. Nope, Muccio's not in.
Muccio's got to stay out. I'm not sure.
He's going to go in for Chase if Chase makes it.
Oh, I see.
Nico back in.
Now, if you're Chase, you want to make this so you don't have to come out of the game.
No, you want to miss it.
Yeah. And that might be the end of the evening for Chase Simbeck.
Back to a 10-point lead, 39-29, 20 seconds to go. Tyson kicks it over to Ned. Long three by Ned. Gilmore
Good job.
Some Harlem Globetrotter stuff to keep it in, and then swats it out off of Nico. .1 to go, 10-point lead for the Crusaders. He just hold it in backcourt. St. Mary's is going to let him. So that's the way the game's going to end. 39-29. We'll send it out, take care of some sponsors, come back and wrap this one up here on B94 and Laurel Media Sports.
Looking for insurance that actually feels local? At St. Mary's Insurance and Affiliates, you're more than a policy number. You're a neighbor. No wonder we've been voted Elk County's best insurance agency 6 years in a row. With offices in St. Mary's, the Smith-Keats Agency in Johnsonburg, and Borst Insurance in Ridgeway, our team is here to help with auto, home, life, business, and Medicare coverage tailored to you. We're proud supporters of local high school sports and the communities we serve. Learn more at stmariesagency.com. St. Mary's Insurance and Affiliates, coverage you can count on from people you can trust.
For nearly 40 years, one name in the area stands out when it comes to plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and more.
Hi, this is Shirley from Newell's Plumbing and Heating and Air Conditioning. We have been providing plumbing and HVAC services in St. Mary's since 1984. Our customers are our #1 priority, and we are quick to answer or return calls, especially in emergency situations. From initial estimates through the project completion, we will work with you to ensure you're 100% satisfied. Our team of technicians has a combined 88 years of experience, so we have knowledge on our side for any job. We are professional, fair, family-friendly, and work with you to understand your needs and goals. From residential to light commercial, we can ensure your plumbing and HVAC systems are running at peak performance.
For all your plumbing and heating needs, put your trust in us. Newell's Plumbing and Heating, Trout Run Road, St. Mary's.
Welcome back to the Dutch Oven, where the Crusaders get a 39-29 victory over the Dutch. Let me go through the scoring real quick. First for St. Mary's, Drew Schutz leads the way with 8, 7 points by Beimel and Nazinski, 5 points by Nico, 2 by Troy Herzing. For the Crusaders, 7 points by Jack Brindle, 6 points by Jacob Wasco, 2 by Wyatt Brem, 6 by Luke Songer, 4 by Franco Williams, 2 by Marcus Muccio, and Chase Zimbeck just chips in with 13.
Yeah, and he's, either coach is going to look back on the season at the end and go, boy, that night over the Dutch Oven on the 30th of January, that was our best performance of the season. Nobody's going to say that. It's just both teams were a little flat, I thought.
I know, here we go.
It's Friday night. Coach Allegrano wants to get home and go to bed. So, okay, I was going to I was just telling Mark that, I don't think either team is going to look back on at January 30th and say, hey, that was our finest night. But, it was a pretty competitive basketball game. You guys were down and out a couple times, and you came back and made it a real close game at halftime, and then kind of withstood the storm of the third quarter, and they gave up the first 4 points, but stayed in the game, and just couldn't quite get it offensively.
We battled. The pressure is tough, and we need a guy to go to the hole. And that's not our strong point. But I thought my guys battled on the boards. They battled defensively. We always play good defense, and they struggled a little bit with us. Got back in the game there in the fourth, and it was ECC played some great defense, and they don't put their hands on us, and only had one foul, so it was tough to get through that.
I thought Tyson played really well out there because he was alone out there a lot of the time, just handling the ball against that pressure, and I thought he did really well for the most part.
Well, Tyson, he was under pressure all night long, and they were taking his right hand away, and at that point, and that's always our philosophy, you got to go to the bucket, and they were jumping on the ball screens, which we know, we got to have some points out of Nico in those situations, and he's young. He'll figure it out. Everybody's getting better, and I thought we really battled.
Yeah, and Tyson, they weren't just shading him a little bit.
They were
left side.
They were on him.
They were just letting them have that left side, but
and he was wore out too.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of hard work when you play the kind of defense that he had to play, and then do that on top of everything. But all in all, I thought you guys put up a pretty good fight, and he gets a #1 ranked team in Class A, and they're unbeaten.
Well, they're unbeaten for a reason. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
So,
you guys got what now? 4 games left, or
I don't know.
I think you guys are 7 and 9.
We got 3 next week.
5 left. Yeah,
we got 3 next week.
So
I don't know what we have after that.
So well, just take them one at a time and go home and get some sleep now.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Oh, now we're planning things for afterwards. Hey, now, where's the
beep? Heck, double hockey sticks.
So it's time for you to pick the Rowley Family Chiropractor player of the game.
Well, I mean, there were a number of guys. I didn't think anybody was head and shoulders above, but I thought Chase Simbeck pretty much controlled the game. I don't think things went the way he wanted them to go the whole time, but he led them in scoring with 13, and it was one of those nights where you just had to, kind of had to gut the game out, and I thought he was as gutsy as anybody out there, and so I'm going to go with Chase Simbeck.
You mentioned my pick, too, because we do too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
You mentioned my pick. Tyson Beimel was just, he did things all over the time.
Tyson was under a boatload of pressure, as Coach Allegrano said, and they were shading him. Not even really shading, they were just absolutely just letting them go left.
Yeah.
But, they had the court sealed off, so there was no point in going left because there was nothing over there.
Right.
So that made it difficult, and he played tough defense, and he handled that pressure out there. And, if St. Mary's had won the game, then, Tyson probably would have been your pick. Would have been my pick, too. But, he played really well, and I think he helped keep St. Mary's in this thing for most of the night.
All right, we're going to wrap it up quick, Rick, because I have a game, again, programming note.
You'll be right back here tomorrow morning.
After Bragg an 8-mile run. So
slaving over a hot microphone.
Yeah. It's St. Mary's girls against Punxsutawney girls tomorrow. Special editions coming tomorrow, so make sure you join
2 good basketball teams, too.
The broadcast, because it's time that we start talking to the seniors post and pregame.
There you go.
So,
there's just a week from Monday, I think, is the end of the regular season for just about everybody. So, I mean, we're talking playoffs looming just around the corner. And playoffs, And so there's all kind of seeding at stake, and
right.
We'll see.
All right.
What happens.
Thanks for coming by tonight.
All right, yeah, it's good to be working with you, man.
And we'll do it again.
I'm sure we will. Got a lot of games left, Super Saturday, playoffs, all that good stuff. So.
All right, time to send it back to the station for more music here on B94. Make sure you tell your loved ones you love them.